Alright, welcome back to Fortnite. It's been a while since I've been on here to make a video like this, and my god, Epic Games, you sure know how to take my money. I mean, first they added this backpack that hasn't left my back since I bought it, but then they added this emote a couple weeks ago. So you guys started tweeting at me a lot when they put this emote out to play the riff from the emote in a video. So I'm gonna pick this out real quick. All right, so go something like. Okay, now please, Epic Games, listen. Add a harvesting tool that is a guitar that makes like detuned guitar sounds when you beat people to death with it. I will pay any amount of vagina bucks for this, name it. Now, I made a visual representation of what this guitar might look like in action that you can use for reference. That's not too much to ask, is it? I was actually gonna make this video like 2 weeks ago when this emote first came out, but at that time my brother gave me some sort of AIDS stomach flu that lasted for an entire week. I'm sure all of you have had stomach flus before in the past, but I had one that includes explosives from the rectal region. Let's just say farting was a 50-50 gamble for the entire week. If this comes anywhere near an overshare, feel free to stop me at any point. But this stupid illness had me laying in bed for several days, which is why I disappeared on YouTube for like an entire week. And it drove me insane because I hate not being able to do anything. I think the only thing I accomplished during that time was I made that Alexa Piccolo edit from that VR chat video, which it made me laugh until I was in tears, which also made me feel like I needed to fart. I was a mess. Now that I've way overshared about my illness and bowel movements, I figured we should probably talk about something. Is there no one here? Seriously? Do people not land here? More loot for me. So you guys ask me in the comments section a lot, and I see it pretty much every time I stream, who my favorite guitarists are, what musicians inspire my playing, who I look up to. So I figured we'd talk about that for a little bit. I stand corrected. What is that? Okay, see, this is what happens when you don't play Fortnite for a week. Come back to an 8 gig update, and people are throwing stuff at you that you've never seen before. I'm sure I'm probably gonna forget a lot of people, because I've been, you know, everybody's inspired by dozens of musicians, but I'm gonna try to talk about the big ones. I mean, pretty stereotypically, I'm sure a lot of you guitarists will agree with this. One of the first guitarists that I remember hearing that blew me away when I was first trying to learn was Van Halen. I think we could pretty much all unanimously agree that as noob guitar players, when we first heard Eruption, it was a jaw-dropping experience, right? I remember thinking, how could any human play guitar that well? What was your plan there, really? Did you really think, what did you think was gonna happen? I remember being really inspired by Van Halen's tapping techniques, which it made me want to experiment with tapping myself, which is why I do a lot of those like tapped harmonics that you guys probably hear me do all the time. Can y'all stop rushing me so I can Fantastic. All that experimenting ultimately led me to do that two-handed, like, harmonizing thing that people seem to really like that I did in Eclipse. Whoa, hello? Game? Fortnite, you have a stroke? I remember when I first started to really get into shred guitar, I came across this guy on YouTube named Michelangelo Batio. I think the first thing I heard was No Boundaries, and this was, oh, hello. Whoa. Look at this guy. Look at the size of his balls. Too bad you're dead. I remember seeing how fast that dude was playing, and I felt my face start to melt. I was like, I want to do that. So I spent a long time learning stuff like sweeping, shredding scales, alternate picking, all that stuff from watching his stuff. Ultimately, I stumbled across a few guys that I'd say inspired me probably more than any other. Guys like John Petrucci and especially Steve Vai and Joe Satriani. Pretty stereotypical, right? These guys are pretty unanimously looked upon as guitar gods, but these are the guys that kind of got me into the aesthetic and like the feel of playing guitar. I get a lot of requests to play a lot of these guys' stuff, but the reason you don't hear a lot of it in my videos is because people don't typically typically know these guys' songs. You know, I only put stuff in the videos that I could kind of sort of get a reaction to. There's a lot of metal and stuff that I try to play too, that I play for people, and it's just crickets on the other end. I don't know that I've ever seen an ending at Lucky Landing. I don't think I've ever seen the circle close down there. But I mean, talking about John Petrucci, I just covered his Under a Glass Moon solo. If you have not heard this solo and you're a guitar player, please treat yourself and go listen to this guitar solo. In my opinion, I think it's one of the coolest guitar solos ever written. We're getting down to the end here. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Wow, what? Well, it's not looking good. You see how much we're roughing it here? 26 bullets and no mats. Oh, come on! Let's go back to lower intestine. I haven't been there in a while. We got it all to ourselves. Perfect.
Nope.
What? Hello? You think tires will save you? Good night. I'll tell you another guitarist that I look up to for sure. Oh, God. Whoa, Fortnite. Fortnite, are you sick? Fortnite is not doing good today. I think that, like, from a melodic sense, Erik Johnson is definitely one of the best. So I'd be lying if I didn't say that he's inspired me too. I mean, you've probably noticed, like, how many times I've played Cliffs of Dover. I like the song. Stop. It's a masterpiece. I'd play some of his other stuff, but I really don't think anybody would recognize it. That's the thing. So it's like a Simtex. Oh, well, I can already see the clips that you can get with this. Can I get a sniper? Yes. I don't have 300 brick. Give me a sec. The only thing I can do in this game that I'd say is like above average is snipe. Oh, hey, dude. Oh, I hit him. How? Look at how absolutely terrifying this skin is. Look at that. I'm trying to think of who the first, like, electronic artist was that I heard. Probably somebody like the Postal Service or something, like, way back in the day. People like Porter Robinson, like some old Armin van Buuren stuff, old Swedish House Mafia stuff. Of course, Avicii had some dope songs. It's a shame that we lost him. Definitely have to do a tribute to him in a video. Like I said before, there's a lot of my tracks that I get to like 75% completion, maybe even like close to 90% that I've like abandoned because I get distracted. I get like an idea to work on something else, and I just never come back to it. It's so stupid. But you guys said that you do the same thing, so makes me feel better about it. At least I'm not the only one. Doesn't help that I'm a perfectionist and nothing's ever tactically done in my mind. But a wise man once said, I actually have no idea who said this, good songs are never finished, but merely abandoned. Which is true, because you could literally work on something forever. Oh God, I just smacked my phone off my desk. But almost all of those tracks have like electronic influence with like, you know, guitar riffs or solos thrown in here and there, like Utopia. And I know it's kind of like a thing for guitarists to hate on electronic music because it's like quote unquote not real instruments. I think that electronic music and guitar sounds really good together. I think those two genres can complement each other really well. I'm gonna be a scumbag real quick. You tryna I might have died in some really stupid ways, but come on. Hold on. You want to see me take a guy's head off? Obviously, there's a ton of mindless, dull EDM tracks out there, but that's true of any genre. Any type of music can be done well, and any type of music can be done poorly. It's just hard to balance doing guitar reaction type videos, gaming videos, and still finding the time to write. Not to mention, like, having a, what's that? A life. Really, you're gonna shoot me through the window. Could you try a little bit harder, please? Could you try? You know, I don't think you're trying hard enough. I saw a tweet one time from a YouTuber that was like, hey, you want to be a successful YouTuber? Pick two. And they listed like having a life, a consistent upload schedule, or good health. Man, there's some truth to that. I've really been having the music production urge lately, which is why I made that little Ascend remix. If you guys made it to the end of that best of 1 mil video that I put out, you probably heard that little Ascend remix that I did. It was only like 60 seconds, or probably not even that. But I was thinking about turning that little 30-second remix into like a full-on 2 or 3 minute remix. So I was gonna ask you guys what you thought about that, because I really want to find some time to make some music again, because I really enjoyed making that. Probably gonna make it and post it anyways. I just wanted to bring it up with you guys. I've just been having the urge to experiment with different types of content lately, and I think it's really healthy as a creator not to get stuck doing just one thing over and over again so you don't get like burned out. So that's one of my goals in 2018 is just continue to experiment with as many types of content, you know, test the waters with you guys. That's why I did that reading Xbox and PlayStation messages video, which you guys actually really loved. I'm glad that was well received, so I'll make that like a regular series. You're gonna shoot me with a shot? Okay. Like, I know shotguns are good in this game, but that's a little generous. Okay, I got people pushing me from everywhere. Come on, John Wick.
Say good night.
Oh my God! Can you not? Who is shooting at me?
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Was that a mobile user? Could y'all leave me alone for 2 seconds? Alright, I think I'm gonna end it there for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you'd leave it a like. Let me know what you thought about it down below. Let me know if there's any other topics that you'd want me to talk about in one of these. In Epic Games, I swear, if you don't make me that guitar...